Well, hey folks, welcome back to Good Things for Good People, the little tiny YouTube channel with great big dreams of changing the world for good. As you may notice, I look a little bit older. If you didn't watch last night's video, Katrina and I actually went out to do a little bit of Mr. and Mrs. Claus shopping. And we picked up a couple of Christmas stories because in a recent live that we had done, everybody had said that it would be kind of a neat idea for us to do some readings as Santa Claus or Mr. and Mrs. Claus. So we had put out the question to everybody as far as what stories you would like to hear, and from your feedback we picked up a number of different things. I will go over those things with you now. Santa Lives. 5 conclusive arguments for the existence of Santa Claus. A Very Vader Family Sithmas. For all of our Star Wars nerds out there, which I'm sure there are more than a few. How to Catch an Elf. Olive, the other reindeer. Olive, the other yeah, that very cute play on words. Santa's sleigh is on its way to Ohio. The Night Before Christmas, obviously a classic. The Merry Christmas from Pooh, as in Winnie the Pooh. That one was Mrs. Claus's pick. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, another classic. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, obviously. This one's specifically for Miss Kanita. A Christmas Carol. The Elf on the Shelf, and A Charlie Brown Christmas. No matter what generation you're from, I think we found at least something that you're going to enjoy. The whole idea here is this channel is designed for creating good, positive cheer, positive environment, spreading good deeds, that kind of thing. The Good Things for Good People is just kind of something that I dreamt up because unfortunately, social media is kind of used for mostly negative, and most of the news that we see these days is mostly negative. So it would be really cool to be able to utilize this great, big, powerful social media thing that we already have and use it for good. The cool thing is, YouTube already gives us the tools to be able to monetize this kind of thing and use your viewership and your time spent here to be able to generate revenue that we can use to do good things for good people. That's all there is to it. There's no donations required. In fact, I don't want you to donate anything. All I'm really asking you to do is spend some time on here. Click on the video every day or so. I'm going to try to keep them to be 10 to 15 minutes apiece. And at the end of it, that's all you need to do. I appreciate you being here. Put a comment down below, and that's it. That's all you got to do. Spend it on your lunch break, on your drive home. Set the phone on the computer, on the chair next to you as you're driving, and just absorb. Spend time with us and help this community grow. The process is already built by YouTube. It's just about time spent on the video and the amount of clicks that are on there. The other nice thing here is the quality of people that we have that are interested in this are already fantastic people. We already have a great group of people. This channel is less than 45 days old, and we just cracked 500 subscribers today, which is huge. Most channels don't have anywhere near that kind of success. And I realize that we're doing something completely out of the norm for a YouTube channel. There's nowhere else that I've ever been able to find that does something like this or that's interested in doing something like this to be able to use the revenue generation capability of YouTube to positively affect change in other people. It's a unique idea, and I think it's going to be successful. It's going to be challenging because YouTube doesn't really know who it is that's interested in this kind of content, but I think, at least you are, and I bet you there's a lot more people that are interested in it. For those of you who are brand new here, welcome to Good Things for Good People. This is what this channel is all about. Through the holidays, I'm going to be doing Christmas stuff, and I'm going to make sure that I get Mrs. Claus on camera with me occasionally as well to be able to keep people interested in this kind of thing and just really drum up a lot of positivity and interaction. Through the holidays is the main time that people are going to be in need of good cheer, of good deeds, of random acts of kindness. This is a great time for a lot of people who have a lot of family around, and it's a really tough time for those people who don't necessarily have friends or family that they can really connect with. It can be a very lonely time for people if they don't have somebody that can really spend a lot of time with them. So the idea with this channel is very, very, very simple. We're building a community. That's it. Which is a lot bigger than what you typically are going to see from most YouTube channels. Most YouTube channels are just about, you know, I made a pie, here's how you make the pie, here's real estate investing, here's how I fixed a car, here's me traveling, whatever. Thanks for coming, toodles, we'll see you on the next video. This is going to be a little bit different process. I'm really trying to develop a good people army to be able to impact the world in a positive way. With that said, I do have a Facebook page for Good Things for Good People. That's an excellent way to expose new people to this project and hopefully bring some of them on board. If you go on Facebook, if you happen to be a Facebooker, if you get on Facebook and you search Good Things for Good People, there's a couple different groups that are of the same name, but the one that you want to find is the one that has that GT4GP logo that's on the bottom. That logo is for this page. There's about, I believe, 400 followers so far for that page. If you would like to join, that would be excellent. We would love to have you. The other really neat thing is, when you join the page, you can invite your friends and your family. It could be one or two people that you think might be interested. It could be your entire friends list, whatever you want to do. Either way, it's fantastic. At this point in time, it's a numbers game. We've got to play the numbers to be able to keep growing the channel, and your involvement and your interaction with that is what it's really going to take. If you can bring in one or two people and that next person could bring in one or two people, this whole thing starts snowballing. Now, we've only been doing this for, like I said, a little less than 45 days, and it's already seeing some great success. We are now officially halfway to our halfway mark for the subscriber count that we need for monetization, which is 500 people. We just hit that earlier. We also are a quarter of the way officially to our watch time. And the neat thing with the watch time thing is that is a slow rolling process. The more people we get here, the more watch time we can get for the videos, the faster and faster that accelerates. So if we can get to the point where we have 1,000 people here, and we can do this quickly, I know we can. If we can get there, the watch time will start building and building and building faster. That's also, to be completely honest with you, the reason I'm doing a lot of these Santa readings is because it'll give somebody something to watch other than me. And I think it's going to be an interesting experience. With the Christmas stories as well, I do want to mention that I have done a little bit of a my gift to you kind of thing where I am doing personalized Christmas greetings. So if you're interested in me as Santa Claus, or me and Mrs. Claus possibly, giving you a Merry Christmas or delivering some sort of a Christmas message or whatever, as long as it's PG, you're welcome to send us an email. It's heysantaclips@gmail.com, and give me some information about who you want me to talk to, what you want me to say. If you can write me a script, that would be great. 30 seconds or so is what I'm looking to do, and I will share those videos directly to you, and you can have those for your own well-being. Because let's be honest here, who doesn't want a personalized message from Santa Claus? I mean, really. So, a couple things to talk about as far as state of the effort, this whole page thing goes. I, as of today, believe I have hooked up with Brian, who's a friend and a member of the community here, who has set me up with a retirement home that I'm going to be able to do some Santa Claus stuff for in a couple of weeks, which is going to be awesome. I'm super excited about that. I believe there's also some opportunities to do some feeding the hungry, which I'm going to be able to do, which I'm super excited about. I am still in the process of talking with a number of different charities in the area. I'm in Central Ohio, so trying to get some other charities that I can get involved with and see what I can do to shine a light on their charitable things that they're doing. There's a lot of things that I'm really working in the process with, and I do realize now over the last couple days I've gotten a little bit frustrated with the fact that it's very hard for me to get people on camera with me or get organizations to treat me as if I'm anything other than a charlatan, I guess would be the way I would put it. But I understand. I've really gotten to that point where if you think about it, a charity has a reputation that they've built. And a reputation, especially in the charitable or philanthropic space, is extremely important to them. If you don't trust the charity that you're donating to, you're not going to donate to that charity. So me as a random YouTube social media influencer, whatever, reaching out to a charity that says, hey, I'd like to do a video with you, if they don't know who I am and they don't trust who I am, there's a very good possibility that they may not be interested in or even bother responding back to, in several cases, somebody who's just randomly reaching out to them, trying to, maybe what they would see as ride their coattails as far as social media goes and to grow their own thing. And I totally get that. It took me a couple of days to really kind of work through that frustration to be able to try to understand that. But I think I've got it. And that's not going to take the wind out of my sails. I still really believe in this project. I know we're going to do something successful with it. It's just going to take a little bit longer to be able to get those people involved. But once I do, I think it's going to be fantastic. I think the power of me not giving up on this and understanding the social media side as well as I do, paired with different charities that are in the area that do really good things for people already, I think is going to be a massive win for us. Now, a lot of people that are going to be on this page are people who are from the automotive world. You know me from my day job, which is not my Santa job. So a lot of folks are going to be from the automotive world, and I have a couple of lines on a couple of different charities that are involved with the automotive side of things in the charity world and on the philanthropic side of things that I think a lot of people are going to be really interested in. So I'm going to keep working on those things and try to get those incorporated as well. And I'm going to bring those people to you as I possibly can. It's just a little bit tricky. It's a very, very busy season for everybody, whether it's work or vacations or charitable type stuff or all kinds of family, things that people have to do. There's a lot involved in this season, so trying to get this all to work out is going to be tricky, but I promise you I'm going to do my best to do that. But as of right now, like I said earlier, we're already at 500 subscribers. Funny story, I accidentally posted a short to this channel earlier today that I actually intended to post to the automotive channel earlier today, and it did really well. It got like 2,000 likes, and I think we picked up 12 subscribers just from that short, so welcome aboard, folks. I hope you're interested in something slightly not automotive here from me. Totally unintentional. I didn't realize it until I'd already set it to go live, and my bad, but hey, it helped grow the channel a little bit, so welcome aboard. I hope you're interested in what we're doing here. But the other thing that I'm going to go into before I get into the analytics of the channel is watch time and release time are very complicated and important on YouTube. Everybody has a time that they spend on YouTube when they're typically available on YouTube. Some people it's in the mornings when they're getting ready, or it's in the afternoon, or it's at lunchtime, or it's after work at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Everybody has an activity time, right? So YouTube starts to understand who you are and who I am, and they understand when you are or are not active. And they will populate that into my screens that I can actually see as far as when to launch videos. And I realize several of these are going to go up late. Tonight's going to go up late. Last night went up late. So it can kind of color our analytics a little bit weird when we're only publishing a video at 9 o'clock at night. So it's only got 3 hours in that day to go live and then to pick up some traction. Last night's video went up late, and tonight's video is going to go up late. So we're going to have a very short amount of window to be able to pick up viewership for today, but it will catch back up on the back end. However, like I said, it's been a great day. Things are going really, really well. I've got a lot of things kind of rocking around in my mind. I had a chance to talk to or ask Sean Cannell a message earlier today on Think Media, and as far as how to grow this channel, and his ideas without knowing anything about this channel were right in line with what I'm already trying to do. So if two great minds think that this process is going to work and that this is the way it should be done, I think we're on the right track. I want to get into the analytics real quick. For those of you who have not been here before, this is the idea with this whole process. we're trying to be as transparent as possible with the channel and with the successes of the channel. So I will show you all of the YouTube analytics in this thing. As we're going every day, pretty much, I will show you how the channel is growing and how it's doing, and we will talk about why it's doing that. The reason I'm doing that is because I want this to be totally an above board process. A lot of times when you donate to a charity, your money goes to a pool, and you never really know where that donation goes to, whether it goes to travel or food or administrative fees or paying the rent of the building or who knows what, or if it actually goes to the cause that you're donating your funds for. Now, this process is a lot different because you're not donating anything other than your money. But what YouTube will do is it will pay us for your time spent here and for your click on this. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to be able to generate that money, and we're going to be able to look at it in our YouTube analytics, and then we can determine what we want to do with that money, whether that's over tipping a server, whether that's buying groceries for somebody or gasoline for somebody or helping to pay a bill or who knows what. That's the whole beauty of this process, is you guys are just as involved in this as I am. I can't do this by myself. It would just be some weird dude sitting in his living room talking to himself. With you guys involved, we're going to be able to grow this community, and we're actually going to have revenue that we can point towards whatever we want to point it towards. It's not going to be for making Austin rich. It's not going to be for sending me on vacations or buying me things that I don't need. I live a comfortable life. That's not what I'm looking to do here. What I truly want to do is use this thing for good and to use it as an opportunity to really grow this brand and invest the money that we're going to be making in truly doing good things for good people. So that's my spiel. Let's get into some analytics, and then I'll wish you guys a good rest of the evening. Using a little bit different camera setup tonight, so we'll see how this works out. So here's our YouTube channel dashboard. As you can see, we're at 506 subscribers. Go us. It's been a good day. Here is the short that I accidentally uploaded onto this channel. I mean, it worked out, whatever. So if you're here from this, great to have you. If we go into the analytics, you can see it grew really nicely all through the day. And then at 4 hours, it kind of basically shelved off. Now, I'm interested to see if this is kind of a normal thing with the shorts world. I'm still trying to learn a lot when it comes to the shorts side of things. It's still new for me. I'm still working on that. I know the long form process really, really well. The shorts thing, I'm still working on that. But it did really well for 4 hours, and then it didn't. So I don't know. But we picked up 12 subscribers, so that's exciting. Now the problem with this is the watch minutes and the views on this don't really count towards the monetization side of things, but that's okay. So let's go into our analytics of how the day has gone. Between 2 days ago, Wednesday and Thursday, you can see they pretty well flatlined, maybe just a little bit down from 597 to 522. Now that's including 2 shorts that were on yesterday's video. And then if we go into watch time, it trended downwards a little bit as well, went from 22.4 to 15.6. But like I was saying, because the main video, the long form video, didn't come out until like 9 o'clock at night or later than that, we didn't get a lot of time to be able to count on yesterday's analytics. So those will go on today's analytics. And I'll show you that here in just a second. And then our subscriber count, we only picked up 1 person yesterday, which we're going to see a huge spike in that today, and that's going to be up here probably in one of our better days we've ever had on the channel come tomorrow when all of the new stuff drops in. So I'm very excited about that. If we go to the long form video from last night, which is this wonderful thing with my wonderful lady, this is our Mr. and Mrs. Claus Go Shopping video. And you can see the trajectory of the viewership here. It's doing really, really well. It went live at 10:35, so in the first, by midnight, it only had 47 views. So it's currently at 161 views, which means 120 of those views basically are on today. So they'll count for today's analytics, which will give today a huge boost. Plus, this video is going to do really well because you're still here watching this video, which means we're going to get a good chunk of watch time out of it. It is trending as you can see, that gray line there, it is trending to be slightly above our typical average, which is great. And you can see there, it's actually kind of just on the lower end of our typical watch time. This is also a little bit of a shorter video. It's only 14 minutes. So watch time isn't terribly great. I did not cheat on this video. I did not lean into this video and share it to a bunch of other pages to be able to kind of push it. I wanted to let it kind of organically grow and let it do its thing. I did tag it with a couple of different things, with like some different analytics tags to see if we can make it slightly more searchable. Typically speaking, when you're making a more searchable video, they tend to be more of a slow burn. They may not have that big growth right at the beginning, but as they start to register for searchable stuff, they will continue to build. And that's kind of a tricky part about the YouTube side of things. I'll talk about that at some point in time if you're interested in it. But if we go to the audience here, you can see our breakdown is 88.5% subscribed versus 11.5% non-subscribed. Average watch time from a subscribed person is 7 minutes, which is basically 50% of the video. And the non-subscribed people are up to 5 minutes and 4 seconds, which means that's actually better than normal for our non-subscribed people. So, yeah, that's all good news. Everything's going well. I'm super excited with how the day has gone. Huge thank you to everybody who has gotten us over 500 subscribers in less than 45 days. That's awesome. There's a dang good chance that we can keep this thing going. And if we can continue the progress we've had over the last 45 days into the next 45 days, we might have this sucker monetized in 90 days, which would be awesome. Because then we start making money. And then we can really make things change. If we look at our total overall here, I'll show you this real quick before we end. If we go to eligibility here for monetization, we are 506 subscribers, and we are just over 1,000 public watch hours. You need 4,000 public watch hours to get monetized, so we are technically a quarter of the way there. But like I explained earlier, that's a slow rolling thing. It's a snowball coming down a mountain. As it starts to gain, it gets bigger and bigger and faster, and we're going to be able to get there faster and faster. So all we got to do at this point in time is keep growing the community, keep getting people watching this thing, and away we go. You may notice the list that's over here. I'm probably going to do something again with that this year, where I have the ability to do a live and add people to a naughty list or a nice list. That is actually from a photo shoot I did a long time ago that I will not be showing you. That was actually hilarious. But it could be a fun little thing that we'll do in the future. If you guys are interested in doing a Santa, naughty, and nice list, maybe on a live or something like that. So thank you very much for being here, folks. I appreciate you spending all this time with me. I really cannot say how much I appreciate you guys. I am going to be doing some of my Christmas readings this weekend. I will get some of those filmed. I will start to slowly drip those out over the next couple of weeks. And I will also start filming the Hey Santa clip stuff tonight or tomorrow, depending on how that goes. I'll try to get them out over the weekend for those people who have emailed me. Again, that is free of charge, no strings attached. I think that's all I need to talk about, folks. So thank you very much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Bye-bye.